this was planned. You delayed retirement to take on this case.
The fact that you could not prove a motive and the fact that there were no witnesses, which very often happens in murder cases, but the fact that you didn't have any exact proof, did you, while the trial was going on, say to yourself, reasonable doubt, reasonable doubt, reasonable doubt?
This verdict on the part of the jury saying, I didn't get a cause of death, I didn't get a motive, nothing that got me to the point of, beyond reasonable doubt. How do you react to that?
Following yesterday's not guilty verdict on the murder charges, Prosecutor Jeff Ashton announced he would resign.
What do you think of Casey Anthony?
I think Casey Anthony is very complicated. I think Casey Anthony is a very, very good liar.
If what I'm understanding from those few hints we've gotten from the jury, probably not, because it sounds like their decision was based simply on the state's case.
I noticed today that she has a whole new look. She's got a whole swirly hair. Look at the picture of her.
Yeah,
she's all done up there, and
she's dolled up a bit.
Yeah, I mean, when you were doing the case, she was like Mother Teresa.
Well, she was very, school marmish looking, and I always noticed that they kept her chair really low.
Why did they do that?
To make her look tiny.
Okay, so let's go into the courtroom. You hear the first count, the second count, the third count. What were you thinking then?
Well, I think when they announced the not guilty of the first count, I was like, uh-oh, but thinking maybe they would find her guilty of the ag manslaughter, because that's a possibility. When I heard the not guilty on the child abuse, then I knew that was it, and I just remember mouthing "wow" 4 or 5 times to myself, just in shock, just complete shock.
Now we're starting to hear from the jurors, and the one thing is they just couldn't get to murder. The evidence, according to them, did not get them to murder. Did you ever think that in your wildest dreams?
I didn't, and when we look at the photographs of how Kaylee was found and the evidence, we saw something. Casey, I don't think, liked me very much, so I wasn't expecting a chit-chat with her.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. I guess probably because I was the one early in the case who made a particular argument about why the death penalty might be appropriate that she didn't like.